Okay, I am doing this on my iPad and hopefully I will be able to put it on the internet. I say hopefully because for a while my iPad was causing me all kinds of stress. I look a bit disheveled. I have been extremely sick this week. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that. So, yeah, it's been flipping crazy, but I feel so much better today. And I haven't been able to get to the doctor, so it's all just about taking care and resting and drinking lots of water and having lots of liquids and being like, you know, totally spoiled by my wife and stuff. Anyway, so something happened in my weight loss journey. And I feel kind of like I've been spinning my wheels for a while with this. So, I got a phone call. Okay, let me back up and tell you guys. And I already told you that I weighed in outside of my safe zone, above my safe zone for weighing in, right? So we're going to call it overweight. Well, this is the first month, let me make sure, yes, this is the first month that has ever happened officially. So I turned in my paper and I was like, whatever, I'll just get back to it. The next week I weighed in, I was still over my weight, but I was like only over my safe zone by like 0.8. And then the next week I would have actually been under my weight. However, we evacuated, so I didn't get to weigh in, and I was stuck in a house, which did not lead to like the best food choices. I talked to you guys about that. But anyway, so then my weight is up again, right? Overweight. So I was like, whatever, I'll work on it. It'll be, a week or two and I'll be fine. So I get a phone call from the big boss, not the like medium boss, the bigger boss than her. And she's like, well, as you know, you didn't turn in your weight slip for July. And so that's an action 1. You should have gotten a letter. And she's like, and then you weighed in over your weight. So that's an action 2. So we have to like, you're going to have to take 4 weeks off. And I'm like, okay. So I get to go to my meeting and have my Saturday mornings and go to Zumba and like live that life. Okay. And she's like, what did she say? But I was like, well, I just want to let you know I did weigh in July. And she's like, well, we have rules we have to follow. I'm like, okay. So I'm like, all right, so I'll just start. We had this conversation yesterday. So I'm like, I'll just start this week. And she's like, oh no, not this week. I don't want to do that to you. I'm like, I think it's funny that you have these rules you have to follow, but you can make it convenient because you couldn't find somebody to fill in. Whatever. I don't care. I found somebody to fill in because I was like, I have strep throat anyway, so I'll just take 5 weeks. And she's like, well, you can take 4. I'm like, no, I'll just take 5. Okay, dude. Like, seriously, I make $16. I make $30 every 2 weeks, every 2.5 weeks, because I get paid, I think, twice a month, and I get like $32. Okay. Anyway. So she's like, excuse me, my throat is still a little bit sore, so I'm like drinking some hot liquids. Okay, so she's like, you don't have to tell anybody, okay? And if you tell them, just tell them you're taking time for you. Don't feel bad. Why the fuck would I feel bad? Like, I don't know how much weight she's lost. I don't know how she relates to me. I don't know. But like, okay, I'm at a normal weight, and I am going up and down, and I am learning about maintenance for the rest of my life. I consider, like, losing the weight, once you learn how, is kind of easy. Like, you just, like, and I'm not saying the choices and every day it's easy, but I'm saying, like, once you figure out the formula for your body, it's pretty straightforward. Then it kind of starts to change as you get closer to your goal and you're smaller, but once you figure out that formula, it's pretty straightforward. Maintenance is crazy because it's a whole new learning a formula and finding a comfortable zone. And then it's like you're traveling along a highway and everything's great, and there's no signage indicating that you're about to go over a really big bump and blow out 2 of your tires. Or there's no signage indicating an extreme left turn. You know, it's like whoa, because life just throws shit at you, and you have to learn how to like take those indications and work them out with your maintenance. And I'm fine with the fact that I have gone up. I'm going to go back down. Like, it's like, I'm okay with that. I don't understand why I wouldn't tell anybody. First of all, I feel like the statement, you don't have to tell anybody, is like, you should be ashamed and you should be like, this should be a secret. I have never been ashamed through this entire thing. I told you guys every step of the way how much I weighed. Why would I start to hide myself now? And why would a group that is supposed to support people and help them encourage shame? Like, whatever. So she's like, you don't have to tell anybody. And she's like, and you should look at your journey. I wrote it down. And be happy you got as far as you did. I mean, compared to the success that other people's had, you have extreme success. Most people never get there. Lady, what? I don't have to compare me to anybody else's failure to enjoy my success. I don't even understand that mindset. Like, what are we doing? Like, how, I don't even get it, you know? And she's like, and don't be angry at yourself. For what? For living? For learning? For being successful? For what you see as a fall down? Like, I mean, I guess, and maybe, and I know that she doesn't necessarily know me, or that I identify as a food addict. I could gain all the weight back, and if I never binge eat, and I never, like, I'm not gonna gain all the weight back, but I'm saying, like, if other factors made me gain the weight back, I would not be necessarily happy, but I would still be proud of my sobriety. Hello. One, and two, it's not all the weight. It's a little bit of weight that makes me, like, I mean, I just don't get it. And I'm like, I couldn't believe she was talking to me in a way that was like, you know, I should be ashamed and like hide the fact or whatever. And I'm thinking while she's saying, don't tell anybody, I'm like, bitch, I'm about to make a YouTube video. Are you serious? I mean, she knows I make YouTube videos. Well, she knows I used to. They kind of told me not to when I work for them. But I don't work for them for the next 5 weeks. So we're good. Hey. Anyway, so the fun thing about this is several things. Oh my gosh. Are you ready? One, I get my Saturdays back. And I even said, like, dude, seriously? Like, I wrote her an email and I was like, this is the most stressful time of the year for me with the kids going back to school. And then we had this added stress of the hurricane and everything. I'm so excited to be able to, like, do me. I'm so excited to be able to go back to my meeting as a member and then move the fuck on. I don't have to sit there and balance. I don't have to not be a part of the conversation. I get to go and play and hang out and then leave early enough to work the fuck out and have a good old day on Saturday. Woo-hoo. Means my grocery shopping's gonna get done. Means I'm gonna go back to Zumba with the girl that I love. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. It's probably wrong that I'm this excited, to be honest. So anyway, that's that. But then, on top of that, tonight, in a couple of hours, I have a 5K. Awesome. My friend, the one that I've been jogging with, she has a work 5K, so we're gonna go do her work 5K. And I was like, she's like, she hasn't worked out like in 2 or 3 weeks because of our schedules not getting together and the evacuation. I'm like, girl, I went running on my evacuation, thank you. But she hasn't really worked out. And she was like, I might not be able to run. And I was like, girl, I'm coming off of being really sick. I'm hoping to run at least half of it. And I mean, I know I could kick my ass and make myself do it, which is fine since I don't have work tomorrow. So it's not like I have to worry about getting up and being all, you know. So, that's exciting. But, I'm looking forward to doing that. That's going to be fun. Ooh, and, oh my God. I'm not going to tell you what we're making, but I will tell you this. There's going to be some kitchen videos. I'm going to be back in the kitchen cooking. How exciting. All right, guys. I'm going to try to put some Instagram pictures with this video. I don't know if I'm going to be able to, but I'm going to try. And I will see you guys later.